eyes on, and it just left this indelible mark, was Lord of the Rings. Not The Hobbit. And I was not taken by The Hobbit. It was far too elementary, I think, for me at that time, being in elementary school. Again, I don't get it. But it just didn't grab me in the same way. And Lord of the Rings, he wrote it from 1939 to 1954. Okay, I can't add, that's like 16 years, I think. But really long time and lots of world building. And he put his heart, soul, mind, strength, everything into that book, those books. And so it just conjures up such imagery. And I'm part of several writing groups online. I admin a writing group on Facebook. And what I constantly hear when Tolkien is brought up is just, guy takes, 5 paragraphs to describe a rock. And people are weary of that. And that's not the case. He was so lush and rich in his world building. This was something that was tangible. It was a real world that existed. And he wanted you to be there, and he wanted you to believe it as well. So I was utterly captivated and fully convinced that Middle Earth existed, somewhere in time and space. Just took me away. So I wanted to write like that. I fall far, far below Tolkien's grandeur. I'll never be able to achieve that kind of pinnacle of writing style. But what it did for me is just awaken my eyes to visualizing the world that I'm creating, or the world that I'm going through. So, I am much more inspired visually than I am literarily. My wife and I were watching I Am Legend the night before I first put pen to paper for Dissonance Volume 1 Reality. And just what was it like? The whole world was overrun as all of these poor people were savaged by a virus that ended up with rabies, spreading rabies. And so, but the world was bereft of its caretakers. All of the custodians were taken out of the way, so you've got weeds growing up through the cracks 6 feet tall. You've got lions roaming the street. You have Earth's custodians taken out of the way. And that's a very post-apocalyptic setting. It was really visually inspiring for me, to the point where I thought, what if this could be not a virus or zombies? Because here post-apocalyptic, everybody goes, oh, zombie book. It's like, no, it's aliens this time. So I don't know. Zombies are huge with post-apocalyptic. But I thought, what if it was an alien invasion that was the catalyst for that? And I just wrote it very cinematically because that's how I was inspired. So I wanted it to feel like you're tangibly there, and I get complimented a lot for the world building that I was able to achieve. So that's how I was inspired.
I